I recently picked up the Vevor 4.5-inch bench vise for under $30, and it's quickly become one of those tools that made me wonder how I ever got by without it. I was originally shopping for one of those small clamp-on vises for light work, but during my research, I came across a full-size model for even less money, and it instantly felt like a smarter choice. The clamp-on version I was considering had a tiny 2.5-inch jaw and cost about $40. The Vevor, on the other hand, came in cheaper with a larger 4.5-inch jaw and a cast iron body and a 240-degree swivel base, all with a solid 4.7 star rating. For the price, it was an easy decision. Right out of the box, it felt solid. It's compact enough to fit comfortably on a small bench, but heavy enough to stay put once it's bolted down. The jaws measure 4.5 inches wide and open to about 4 inches, giving you plenty of space for clamping wood, metal, or other projects you're working on. Mounting it was straightforward. I marked out 4 holes, drilled through the bench, and used the included bolts to secure it. The swivel base moves smoothly. It locks tight, and it makes it easy to reposition your work without constantly reclamping. To put it to the test, I used it while trying to remove a stuck freewheel from my bike rim. I already tried breaking it loose with a wrench, and even with a few grunts of effort, it wouldn't budge. So I clamped the socket in the vise, gave it another try, and with that extra holding power, the gears finally broke free, saving a bike that probably would have ended up in the trash. The vise didn't twist, flex, or slide an inch, and that gave me a lot of confidence in its build quality. I also like the small anvil pad on the back. It's not big, but it's handy for a quick hammer job, straightening out parts, or flattening metal without having to move somewhere else. Overall, the Vevor 4.5-inch bench vise hits the sweet spot between price, strength, and practicality. It's not a heavy-duty shop vise, but for a garage, a hobby area, or a home workspace, it's an incredible value. For less than $30, you get a solid, smooth operating tool that makes a lot of jobs easier, and it's definitely earned a permanent spot on my bench.